What would happen if you started eating pumpkin seeds every single day? Most people scoop them out of a pumpkin and throw them away without giving them a second thought. But doing that could mean missing out on one of nature's most impressive nutritional powerhouses. These small seeds may not look like much, but they can have a remarkable impact on your health. From supporting your heart and improving your sleep to helping protect your body against serious diseases, pumpkin seeds offer benefits that many people never realize. Welcome to the Weird Lab. For years, health researchers have been studying how simple foods can influence the way we age, and pumpkin seeds continue to stand out. Recent studies suggest that adding just a modest handful of these seeds to your daily diet may lead to noticeable improvements in cholesterol levels, blood sugar control, and even bone health within a relatively short period of time. But there's something important most people don't know. The way you eat and prepare pumpkin seeds can significantly affect the benefits you receive. In fact, one common mistake may reduce much of their nutritional value. By the end of this video, you'll understand 9 powerful reasons to make pumpkin seeds part of your everyday routine. And you'll also learn one thing you should avoid doing if you want to get the maximum benefit from them. Let's begin with one of the most important organs in your body, your heart. Many people think cholesterol is automatically bad, but that's not true. Cholesterol plays an essential role in your body. It's needed to build healthy cells and produce important hormones. The real concern comes when levels of LDL cholesterol, often called bad cholesterol, become too high. When excess LDL circulates through the bloodstream, it can gradually stick to artery walls. Over time, these deposits harden and narrow the arteries, making it harder for blood to flow. This process significantly increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. This is where pumpkin seeds can make a difference. They're packed with vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect LDL cholesterol from oxidation. Imagine oxidation as a form of internal rust. Once LDL becomes oxidized, it becomes more likely to stick to artery walls and contribute to plaque formation. Vitamin E helps shield cholesterol from this damaging process. Pumpkin seeds also contain natural plant compounds known as phytoestrogens. These compounds can behave similarly to estrogen in the body and may help improve cholesterol balance. Research suggests that regularly consuming foods rich in phytoestrogens may support lower levels of harmful cholesterol and healthier blood vessels. In addition, pumpkin seeds provide generous amounts of magnesium and dietary fiber. Fiber supports digestion and helps the body remove excess cholesterol more efficiently, while magnesium contributes to healthy blood pressure and overall cardiovascular function. If you've recently been told that your cholesterol numbers are heading in the wrong direction, adding a handful of pumpkin seeds to your daily routine may be one of the simplest dietary changes you can make to support your cardiovascular health. Now let's move to another issue that affects millions of adults, especially as they get older: sleep. If you've noticed that restful nights are becoming harder to come by, you're far from alone. Many people begin experiencing sleep difficulties as they age. Maybe you struggle to fall asleep. Maybe you wake up in the middle of the night and spend hours staring at the ceiling. Either way, poor sleep can leave you feeling drained, irritable, and mentally foggy the next day. Your brain relies on 2 important chemicals to maintain healthy sleep patterns: serotonin and melatonin. Serotonin helps regulate mood and serves as a building block for melatonin, the hormone that signals your body that it's time to sleep. Without adequate production of these compounds, your sleep cycle can become disrupted. Pumpkin seeds naturally provide several nutrients that help support this process. One of the most important is zinc. A single serving delivers a substantial amount of this essential mineral. Zinc plays a critical role in melatonin production, helping your internal body clock function properly. Pumpkin seeds are also rich in tryptophan, an amino acid that your body cannot produce on its own. Tryptophan is converted into serotonin, which can then be transformed into melatonin as evening approaches. This means that a small serving of pumpkin seeds before bedtime may help provide your body with the nutrients it needs to support its own natural sleep hormones rather than relying solely on supplements. Now let's talk about something many people struggle with: maintaining a healthy weight. As we get older, losing weight often becomes more challenging. You may find yourself eating less than before, exercising regularly, and still seeing little movement on the scale. Constant hunger only makes the situation more frustrating. The reality is that weight management isn't only about reducing calories, it's also about choosing foods that influence hunger, metabolism, and energy levels in a positive way. Pumpkin seeds excel in all three areas. They're surprisingly rich in protein. Protein helps stabilize blood sugar levels, reducing the sudden crashes that often trigger cravings and unnecessary snacking. It also promotes a feeling of fullness, helping you stay satisfied longer after meals. Fiber is another major advantage. As fiber absorbs water and expands in the digestive system, it slows digestion and helps control appetite. This can make it easier to avoid overeating while also supporting regular digestion and reducing bloating. Pumpkin seeds also contain heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, similar to those found in foods like avocados and olive oil. These fats can support metabolic health and help your body use stored energy more efficiently. On top of that, they're a source of omega-3 fatty acids and magnesium, nutrients that support insulin sensitivity and overall metabolic function. Since insulin resistance is often a major obstacle to weight loss, improving the body's response to insulin can make a meaningful difference. While pumpkin seeds aren't a magic solution, they can become a valuable tool that supports healthy weight management by helping control hunger and providing nutrients your metabolism depends on. Now let's return to your heart because there's another important benefit worth discussing. Beyond cholesterol, one of the greatest threats to cardiovascular health is the formation of blood clots. A clot that blocks blood flow can lead to a heart attack or stroke with little warning. Blood clots often begin with a process called platelet aggregation. Platelets are specialized blood cells designed to stick together when you get injured. This response is essential because it helps stop bleeding. The problem occurs when platelets begin clumping together unnecessarily inside blood vessels. When that happens, dangerous blockages can form. Pumpkin seeds contain natural compounds called phytosterols, which researchers have studied for their potential role in supporting healthy circulation and cardiovascular function. These natural plant compounds have been associated with healthier circulation because they may help reduce the tendency of platelets to stick together. In simple terms, they support smoother blood flow and may lower the likelihood of unwanted clot formation. Research has suggested that people who regularly include a handful of pumpkin seeds in their diet may experience meaningful cardiovascular benefits, but their impact doesn't stop there. Pumpkin seeds also help support the production of nitric oxide, a molecule that plays a critical role in blood vessel health. Nitric oxide signals blood vessels to relax and widen, allowing blood to move more freely throughout the body. When blood vessels remain flexible and open, blood pressure can stay within a healthier range and the heart doesn't have to work as hard. Think of it like expanding a busy highway. With more room available, traffic flows more efficiently and congestion decreases. In animal research, pumpkin seed oil has shown potential to support healthy blood pressure levels and help protect blood vessel walls from damage that can contribute to cardiovascular problems over time. If maintaining a healthy heart is important to you, especially if high blood pressure or heart disease runs in your family, adding pumpkin seeds to your daily routine may be a simple way to provide extra support for your cardiovascular system. Now let's turn our attention to blood sugar, because this is an issue that affects many more people than most realize. Even if you've never been diagnosed with diabetes, stable blood sugar levels are important for your overall health. When blood sugar rises too quickly or drops suddenly, you often feel the effects immediately. Fatigue, irritability, shakiness, intense hunger, and energy crashes can all be signs that your blood sugar is fluctuating. Over the years, repeated blood sugar swings can place significant stress on the body and increase the risk of conditions such as type 2 diabetes, nerve complications, and cardiovascular disease. Two major factors influence blood sugar control: how sensitive your body is to insulin and whether you're getting the minerals needed for proper metabolic function. Pumpkin seeds help support both. They're naturally rich in magnesium and potassium. Magnesium plays a key role in helping cells respond effectively to insulin, the hormone responsible for moving glucose from the bloodstream into the cells where it can be used for energy. When magnesium levels are low, cells may become less responsive to insulin, causing sugar to remain elevated in the bloodstream. Potassium works alongside magnesium to support fluid balance, nerve function, and healthy metabolic processes. Pumpkin seeds also contain beneficial fatty acids, including oleic acid, linoleic acid, and alpha linolenic acid. These healthy fats have been linked to improved insulin efficiency, which may help reduce the workload placed on the pancreas. That's important because constantly producing large amounts of insulin can eventually place strain on the body's metabolic system. Some studies have even suggested that regular pumpkin seed consumption may help support overall metabolic health and improve some of the common challenges associated with blood sugar imbalances. However, there is an important consideration. If you're currently taking medication to lower blood sugar, speak with your healthcare provider before making significant dietary changes. Since pumpkin seeds may influence blood sugar regulation, combining them with medication could require additional monitoring. For most people, though, pumpkin seeds represent a simple and natural food that can support more stable energy levels throughout the day. Now, let's discuss a topic that many people rarely talk about openly, even though it affects daily comfort and quality of life: bladder and prostate health. As people get older, urinary issues become increasingly common. Many men find themselves waking up several times during the night to use the bathroom. Others feel frequent urges to urinate or notice that their bladder never seems completely empty. It's not always an easy subject to discuss, so many simply accept it as part of aging. Women face their own challenges. Urinary tract infections often become more common later in life, bringing discomfort, frustration, and recurring symptoms. For many men, the root cause is an enlarged prostate, a condition known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. As the prostate grows, it can place pressure on the bladder and urinary tract, making normal urination more difficult. Pumpkin seeds contain plant compounds that researchers have studied for their potential role in supporting prostate function and urinary comfort. Some studies suggest that men who consume pumpkin seeds regularly may experience improvements in urinary flow and fewer nighttime bathroom visits. Another key nutrient found in pumpkin seeds is zinc. This mineral is especially important for maintaining healthy prostate tissue. Adequate zinc intake may help support normal prostate function and reduce inflammation that contributes to urinary discomfort. For women, pumpkin seed oil contains natural compounds that have shown antimicrobial properties in laboratory studies. These compounds may help support urinary tract health and contribute to a healthier urinary environment. Some research has also explored whether pumpkin seeds may play a role in reducing factors associated with kidney stone formation, although more studies are needed in this area. Whether the concern is frequent urination, poor bladder control, or maintaining urinary health as you age, pumpkin seeds offer nutritional support that may help address some of the underlying factors involved. Now let's move on to something equally important: keeping your bones strong as the years go by. Most people don't think much about their bones until they receive a wake-up call. It might be a fall that results in an unexpected fracture or a medical test showing that bone density is beginning to decline. Suddenly, concerns about osteoporosis, mobility, and independence become very real. What many people don't realize is that bone tissue is constantly changing. Your skeleton isn't a fixed structure. Throughout your life, old bone is continuously broken down and replaced with new bone. When you're younger, the rebuilding process happens quickly. As you age, however, bone breakdown often begins to outpace bone formation. Without the right nutrients, bones gradually become less dense, weaker, and more vulnerable to injury. While calcium gets most of the attention, it isn't the only nutrient that matters. Magnesium is just as important because your body relies on it to properly absorb and utilize calcium. Pumpkin seeds happen to be one of the richest natural food sources of magnesium. This mineral participates in hundreds of biochemical processes throughout the body, including those involved in building and maintaining healthy bone tissue. Magnesium also helps activate vitamin D, another nutrient that is essential for strong bones. There's another reason magnesium matters. It helps regulate parathyroid hormone, a hormone that controls how calcium moves throughout the body. When this system becomes unbalanced, calcium can be pulled from the bones and released into the bloodstream, gradually weakening the skeleton. Adequate magnesium intake helps maintain this delicate balance and supports the long-term strength and integrity of your bones. Magnesium's benefits go far beyond bone support. It also helps calm inflammation throughout the body, encourages muscle relaxation, and may lower the risk of falls by improving balance and coordination. When muscles remain tense and tight, movement becomes less stable and the likelihood of stumbling increases. Magnesium helps keep muscles functioning smoothly and responding properly when you need them most. There's another advantage many people overlook. Magnesium contributes to the production of serotonin, a chemical messenger closely connected to mood, stress management, and sleep quality. So while you're supporting stronger bones, you're also helping your body feel more relaxed, balanced, and rested. If you've been told that your bone density is decreasing or if osteoporosis runs in your family, pumpkin seeds offer a simple food-based way to increase your magnesium intake without depending entirely on supplements, which aren't always absorbed efficiently. Now let's shift to a topic that affects millions of women, but is often discussed only when symptoms become difficult to ignore: menopause. Every woman experiences this stage of life differently, but for many, it brings a range of uncomfortable changes. Hot flashes, night sweats, disrupted sleep, mood swings, joint discomfort, and skin changes can all become part of daily life. Some women experience mild symptoms, while others find the transition extremely challenging. The reason is simple. During menopause, the ovaries gradually reduce their production of estrogen and progesterone. These hormones have helped regulate numerous functions in the body for decades. As their levels decline, systems that once operated smoothly begin adjusting to a new hormonal environment. Temperature regulation becomes less predictable. Bone loss can accelerate. Skin may lose some of its elasticity. Emotional ups and downs may become more noticeable. Hormone replacement therapy helps some women, but many prefer to explore natural approaches that support the body during this transition. Pumpkin seeds contain compounds known as lignans, naturally occurring plant substances that can act similarly to estrogen in certain situations. Unlike synthetic hormones, these compounds work much more gently within the body, helping support hormonal balance without replacing hormones directly. Research suggests that women who regularly consume lignin-rich foods often report fewer hot flashes, improved mood stability, and a better overall quality of life during menopause. The benefits don't stop there. Pumpkin seeds are rich in magnesium, which helps support healthy blood pressure and heart rhythm. These can become more difficult to regulate during hormonal changes. Magnesium also encourages muscle relaxation, helping reduce tension, anxiety, headaches, and sleep disturbances. For women approaching menopause, when menstrual cycles may become irregular, magnesium may also help ease some of the discomfort associated with hormonal fluctuations. Then there's zinc, another important nutrient found in pumpkin seeds. Zinc supports the body's ability to absorb calcium and iron, both of which become increasingly important as we age. It also contributes to healthy skin repair and maintenance, potentially helping with some of the dryness and irritation that can accompany menopause. Vitamin E and other antioxidants found in pumpkin seeds add another layer of support. As hormone levels change, oxidative stress can increase, contributing to visible signs of aging such as wrinkles, thinning hair, and chronic inflammation. Antioxidants help neutralize the unstable molecules responsible for much of this damage. No food can completely eliminate menopausal symptoms, but pumpkin seeds may provide meaningful support that feels natural, practical, and easy to maintain over time. Now let's talk about a topic that understandably gets everyone's attention: cancer prevention.